Stay home if you're sick? I thought we were supposed to do that anyway. I'm Ty Smith, Model Renaissance Man. Welcome to my channel, Model Renaissance Man. If you are someone that's been subscribed to my channel for a long time, double check to make sure that you are. But if you are fairly new to the channel, get an idea of what this channel is about. What do? Go to my channel, click on playlist. All these different things I do on this channel. See all these different thumbnails? Those are all different categories of things that I do on this channel, from comedy to cooking to DIY when it comes to fixing cars. There's a lot of things I do on this channel. So check the channel out in its entirety before you subscribe. I'm pretty sure you'll find something on here that you like. What's going on, everybody? Appreciate you guys all being here. Make sure you do what I'm not going to edit that. Make sure you do everything I told you to do at the beginning of this video. Follow me on all these social media platforms you all see listed up here. Check me out on another YouTube channel called Man, Husband, Father, and another YouTube channel called Meme Stream Media Shorts, where I just post shorts. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So I got to update y'all because y'all know I was a heavy hitter when it came to that number 19 virus that came out. I was there before it came, when it was climaxing, when it hit a plateau, and when it started going down. I was there for you guys when we who are not, those of us that didn't receive the Fauci, ouchie, hokey pokey clot shot, I was there for you guys. I wrote and had approved over 7,000 religious exemptions across this nation. 7,000 all got approved for folks to use a religious exemption and still be able to work, because I did some hardcore research, got with a whole lot of lawyers and hospital lawyers and medical lawyers, and grilled, and got the information I needed and passed it on to you guys. Why am I saying that? Because all of a sudden, not all of a sudden, I'm going to go back a little bit. But before I do that, hit that like button before y'all check this out.
The CDC is out with new guidelines for people who test positive for COVID-19, no longer requiring people with the virus to isolate for 5 days. The CDC now says people who have the virus should stay home until they've been fever-free without medication for at least 24 hours and their symptoms are mild or improving. After that, the agency says it is then fine to return to work, school, and other activities, but they recommend taking additional precautions for the next 5 days, like improving ventilation, wearing a mask, and limiting close contact with others. The CDC says it's updating its recommendations for COVID-19 to bring them in line with its advice for other kinds of respiratory infections like influenza and RSV.
So before y'all see me take that little break and go into the video, I was getting ready to go into the whole spiel. Remember all the "this is a pandemic of the unvaccinated." And Joe Biden getting up there making videos saying, "I'll kill you with my COVID." When they were trying to make all you other Americans go against your own family, your own fellow American brothers and sisters, all because somebody didn't want to do what you did. Y'all were all going around with Hawaiian punch jugs over y'all head, wearing quarantine outfits through the dang on airport. Y'all were literally disowning your family members because some people who don't know anything about you, don't care about you, told y'all to do it and y'all did it. No research or anything given. None. Y'all went ahead and y'all took the Fauci, ouchie, hokey pokey clot shot. Somebody got on these YouTube streets and told you guys that how can you take something that you don't know anything about and never been studied for the years that it typically medicine does, and y'all did it anyway. Some of you guys are saying y'all, losing jobs and things like that. Y'all able to get a hold of me. We wrote the religious exemptions. We gave them the laws and all that, and you guys won. Also, what about the whole, this is going to be a winter of death and all that? What about the new variants and all that? What about all the new variants going to keep on going? We got to be careful, and we got to keep on putting on the face diapers. Make sure you get that 7th booster right now because of the new variants. Somebody got on here and explained to y'all that what we learned going through med school with the ABCs and 1, 2, 3s when it comes to virology, we were telling you guys how every time it mutates, when it comes to viruses, they get weaker. Now, we're not talking about bacteria that's bacteria resistant. It don't become strong. It just become resistant to the antibiotics that's been given. Anyway, you guys were being given a plethora of information. I took the risk of getting banned from this channel several times. I was banned for a week, 2 weeks. I was banned and my channel was completely shut down. Went and took legal action against YouTube. All of a sudden, my channel got reinstated on here, right? Anyway, point in saying all that is, oh my God, hockey docky dot dog. Now all you got to do is just stay home, huh? Just stay home. Treat it like it's the flu. Do y'all not know that when that stuff was going on, that's how they treated it like anyway, except they just gave you a longer period to stay at home? When you initially got the 19, you know what they did? The doctors would tell you, make sure you stay up on your fluids, isolate yourself, and drink plenty of fluids, and eat normal. And if anything becomes real bad to where you are starting to feel like you can't breathe, Call 911 or get rushed to the hospital if you stay near it. That's always been what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Ty, you're making up stuff, blah, 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 blah. Guess what? This brother right here keeps receipts. Here go the packet they gave all of us medical professionals when all this stuff started hitting the fan. So I know this stuff like the back of my mind. You see all the highlighted stuff and everything in there? I know this stuff. I studied this stuff. This is what we were given when it started hitting. And this is where the guidelines that were being told to you should you happen to contract the 19. Now, they're saying CDC, ladies and gentlemen, this is what they're coming out and saying right now. Let me pull this up for y'all. For the ones that like to, follow along and all that good stuff. There you have it right there. Now, some of y'all say y'all can't see this. I'm going to try to make this big. I'll try to do this for y'all. And I appreciate y'all even giving me constructive feedback saying, oh, Ty, whenever you do these little things, X, Y, Z, we can't see it. Well, there it is right there. CDC drops COVID isolation guidance. Stay home if you're sick. That's what you're supposed to do anyway. That's the message of the CDC sent to Americans Friday as the agency dropped its previously recommended 5-day isolation for those who test positive for COVID-19. The guidance aligns with COVID recommendations with other respiratory illnesses such as the flu and RSV. Everybody, y'all know what I'm about to do. I know I'm about to piss some of y'all off. What gives you the right to breathe on me? I should have a right to my health. You shouldn't be going to the store without. All of a sudden, now if you get it, oh, just stay home. They don't even tell you don't go into, y'all, I'm going to rub it in. Be mad, be upset. For some of y'all to say, hey, dude, it's kind of annoying me to do the high-pitched voice. I don't care. Check this out. All of y'all virtue signaling folks who are going around, you don't have a right to breathe on me. You don't have this. What are y'all going to say right now? I want to hear it. Is it not still deadly? Is it not still highly contagious? Huh? Why y'all not worried about it now? No, because what? I have my 7th booster and I'm going to be okay. Why'd you need 7 boosters? Because I got COVID again after I got my first one. And I got it again after I got my second one, and my third one, and my 4th one, and my 5th one. Y'all not scared no more? Huh? Y'all not worried about nobody breathing around y'all? Y'all not worried about the 6 feet social distancing? Y'all not worried about nothing? Y'all not worried about all that? We're all in this together? We don't care no more now? I thought it was still as daily as it was from day one. Oh, why is the mainstream media them announcing it's across the whole world right now? Why isn't every major news station right now telling everybody, this is what the CDC just recently said, everybody? Why? They show was putting it out there and had the ticker all off there to the side showing you how many people were dying from it, weren't they? They show was telling you 6 social distance, 6 feet apart, blah, blah. Now, when you actually are able to give people some good news, y'all don't want to give the good news? They didn't even want to tell you when they even dropped the thing on guidelines when it came to a lot of this. They didn't even want to tell you guys when we were no longer classified as being in the pandemic. Don't y'all think that's great news that we all need to hear? Some of y'all don't even know that. Some of y'all didn't know that. Oh, the variants, oh this, oh that. Now all of a sudden, this thing comes out and nobody in the mainstream media want to tell y'all that this is what they're saying now. The simplified guidance recommends that even if the person doesn't know what virus is causing the illness, people should stay home when they're sick and symptomatic. Duh! Tell us something we don't know. Resume normal activities if their symptoms have been improving and they are fever-free for at least 24 hours without any medication. What if they don't have a fever at all? Where's all the asymptomatic BS? I told you I'm staying on this stuff. Be pissed off all you want to. Rubbing it in. Oh, Ty, we're no longer there in the pan. We're not even on this anymore. I don't know why you're talking about. Because look what y'all did to people for 3. Y'all destroyed lives, livelihood, jobs. Y'all caused people to get pressured into something they didn't want to do. And we just supposed to, let it go. Let bygones be bygones. No, absolutely not. 100% absolutely not. I'm going to rub it back in your faces. It's not as daily no more. Why? Well, because the booster shots all across America. What about people like me that are unvaxxed? What about millions of people like me that are unvaxxed? What about at the time there was like 70% of the black community that did not get this Fauci, ouchie, hokey pokey clot shot? Huh? Oh, I know what it is now. We got the new thing. The new thing that is detrimental to the black community is the climate. The shift reflects sustained decrease in the most severe outcomes of the virus since the beginning of the pandemic. It also is a recognition that many people aren't testing themselves for COVID-19. You want to take a guess who didn't? Anyway, the agency pointed to a recent survey where less than half of people said they would do an at-home COVID-19 if they had cold, cough symptoms. Less than 10% said they would get tested at a pharmacy or by a healthcare provider. Though the virus is still killing around 2,000 people on average every week, deaths are down by more than 90% from the Omicron peak, the agency said. Wait a minute, why are you talking about Omicron? What about Nora? What about the original one? We talking about Omicron? Omicron wasn't even deadly. Okay. In 2022, COVID-19 accounted for more than 245,000 deaths. Last year, that number was around 76,000. Today's announcement reflects the progress we have made in protecting against severe illness from COVID-19. CDC Director Mandy Cohen said in a statement, however, we still must use common sense solutions we know work to protect ourselves and others from serious illness from respiratory viruses. This includes vaccination, treatment, and staying at home when we get sick. Make sure y'all follow what the CDC says, y'all. The change is more realistic than asking people to isolate for 5 days, said George Benjamin, executive director of the American Public Health Association. We do make a lot of broad decisions in healthcare because we know how people are going to behave. If y'all knew how people were going to behave, why didn't y'all know that when it first came out? We knew how people were going to behave, so we shut everything down. According to Fauci, Fauci turned around and lied in y'all face. I didn't recommend the president close anything down, but then I show y'all a video where he literally said he recommended the president close everything down. So then if you say we make a lot of broad decisions in healthcare because we know how people are going to behave, oh, y'all knew that if y'all didn't shut anything down, people were going to go out and still live life as they would if the pandemic wasn't there, and y'all dang on money grabbing scheme would have been completely destroyed because people would have still went out, did what they did, and nothing would have come of it. Well, Tar, you don't know that. Of course we don't, because they locked everything down. What would end up busting it up if you would have seen that herd immunity was a huge thing that they was talking about. Make sure y'all follow the CDC guidelines and go by what the WHO told y'all to do, not by what I'm saying right now. This is just me just kind of throwing y'all some things around what other people have said. Other people have said. Anyway, if they would have went on and still gone into these places, different things like that, and they would have seen, oh, actually, it's not really no big major change going on and everything seems to be okay, people would have been like, oh, we can still go and live. But oh no, they had to make it bad. Shut everything down. Shut all the business down. Oh, numbers going up. Oh, the hospitals are being filled. Although I was showing y'all videos from Chicago all the way down to St. Louis of these hospitals not being filled like they claimed they were. If they were so filled, why were everybody, nurses, doctors, them, making dance videos? Cause it hey, shake it off, doing all these dance videos in the middle of what's supposed to be the most deadly thing to hit the U.S. since like the bubonic plague or something. But we shake it off. Come on, man. Anyway, y'all, some of y'all were some straight, complete morons during this time. Anyway, says even if you go back to work or school quickly, the CDC still wants people to play it safe for 5 days after returning. What's playing this? That includes masking around vulnerable people and opening windows to improve the flow of fresh air indoors. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to give y'all that update right there and show y'all how it's amazing that when this stuff is happening, they want to tell everybody, but nobody wants to give you guys the good news. Like, wouldn't y'all want to know if there was a cure for cancer? Wouldn't y'all want to know that? See, it's a reason why they don't want to keep that. It's a reason why they don't want to push this information out across all news networks, all these crazy other places like The View. It's the reason why they don't want to release this and let everybody know. You want to know why? Because they already have a lot of y'all here that the minute you even see somebody, ooh, he coughing. Why are you sneezing? Why are you coughing? Why are you sniffling? They still want y'all to be in that mind frame. Well, such and such, they got COVID. Man, some of y'all don't even know. I had to tell multiple of my facilities when we were no longer classifying the pandemic. They didn't even know it. I had to tell them. Want to know why? I stay on these things. Just like now, I'm going to go have to call multiple facilities and let all my clinicians, doctors and nurses and all, I'm going to let all of them know that this is what the CDC is saying right now. I guarantee a lot of them don't know it. Why? They don't want you guys to know. Why? Because they want you guys to still think that should you contract COVID, whether you are boosted or not, people are going to be thinking, oh, you got to leave for 10 days. It's a reason, folks. They still want you to kind of still be in about this. I never was. If you don't believe me, You can go watch any video I made about the C-19 years ago. I never got it. Y'all see me here every day. I'll go into these places every single day except for on the weekend where I don't work, and nothing. And the ones who y'all know I wrote those religious exemptions for and y'all end up doing good. And even the place that we actually know they got a lawsuit against them and got sued because they forced people and they told people by word of mouth what they had to do with the Fauci, ouchie, hokey pokey clock shot. These people didn't want to do it, but by word of mouth, these jobs told them they had to do it. And then it backfired because it was all a lie. The jobs themselves didn't even know that they couldn't make nobody do these things. The jobs didn't even know that. They went by word of mouth. Oh, the White House, they said that you have to put it in policy. They never put it in policy. These people went and did these things, therefore they're able to sue. Anyway, what do y'all think about all this? While this video is playing, did y'all hit that like button yet? If not, make sure you hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Also, y'all know I do it and y'all know I say it, and I cannot help it because you guys are doing a great job at it, and I got to keep reminding people because there are new people that are watching my channel. Get into those cell phones. Let somebody know about this channel. Encourage them to subscribe to this channel. Appreciate you all right? Let me hear what y'all got to say on this. Do y'all have any stories that made y'all just completely ticked off and mad because of all this stuff? Did some of y'all did any of y'all get disowned by your family members? Or any of y'all trying to actually mend those if you were the offender, if you were the one telling, you're not coming to my house, you're not coming up for Thanksgiving, if you were keeping your own parents from seeing their grandchildren, y'all need to make amends right now because I told y'all, the people who are having y'all do this don't care about y'all. They're not going to be at your deathbed. They're not going to be at the most important, significant issues and things like that in your life. They're not going to be there. Your family is. And if any of you disowned your family for this crazy stuff that they had y'all doing, you better make amends for that. You better go make that up and get that right because you hurt a lot of people. Anyway, let me hear it, folks, in the comment section. I am Ty Smith, modern Renaissance man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. And most of all, I pray every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.